To begin, please go to the Support Files area and look at the Mini Movie Fundraiser Word and Excel document. The Word document has details on what our program needs to do. The short version is that we are selling movie tickets to raise funds, whilst the scenario says we have a 150-seat theatre. For testing purposes, we're going to set our maximum number of tickets to something that's a lot less. We'll be able to sell tickets to people aged between 12 and 120, and we're going to ask them for their name, their age, and their payment method. Note that if users choose to pay by credit card, there'll be a 5% surcharge, but that won't be included when we calculate the profit. Our document says that the ticket prices are on the spreadsheet, and you can find those in the first tab where it says what the cost is for the ticket and the amount of profit that is made. Whilst we're on the spreadsheet, we also have several test plans that we can use. The most useful one is our ticket sheet, where we're selling 5 tickets, and we can see how much should be paid in the total profit. And we have a second test plan for 3 tickets. So if we change our maximum number of tickets from 150 down to 5, we can use both of these plans to show that our program works as expected. Off camera, I had a careful read of the Word document and created a Kanban plan. I used Door.io, but you could just as easily use Trello or something similar. To begin, I created a list of components, and for some of the components, I created small sublists. So as you can see, I've got a component that says instructions, and then in my sublist for that component, I'm going to need to have a yes/no checker, probably a statement generator, and I'm going to need to display the instructions if users ask for it. Likewise, when I'm getting the information for my ticket holder, I'll need to get their name using our not blank function. I'll need to get their age using our no lies component, and I'll need to get the payment method. One thing that is very useful to realize is that for my instructions, I'm checking for yes/no responses. And for my payment method, I'm checking for cash and credit. And in Project Zero, we had a lovely little component that would allow us to do both of those things with one function. As this is a practice task, you're welcome to follow along with me without doing all of the planning yourself. Please be aware that in the assessment, you would be expected to not only do the planning, but to show your process. And to get excellence, you need to be able to explain how you used your planning, your trialing, and your project management to help create a high quality outcome. To begin with, I've set up a repository on GitHub. And a quick reminder that we won't be using generative AI at all because NZQA is interested in what we know. And if we use ChatGPT, we can't recycle it because we would have an authenticity issue. In the next video, we're going to dive into creating our first component for this project.